Welcome to Business World. I'm your host Siddharth, and today we are talking tech with Mr. Arnold Su, who is from ASUS India, and he'll be talking about different products that ASUS is bringing during this lockdown period and how tech is playing an important role in keeping people busy during the lockdown and also helping from the big work from home thing. Welcome to the show, Arnold.
Thank you. Thanks for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you. So Arnold, let's start this thing with how has the COVID crisis affected ASUS India's business?
Yes. So overall, I think it impacts us a lot, especially in April. In April, the entire country is completely locked down. Okay, so April, our business is like almost dry. But fortunately, after 4th of May, when the government announced that the partially relaxation from the green zone or orange zone, then we start to see the business pick up. And after 4th of May, around 2 weeks, our business is back to almost 65%. And then in the end of May, our business is 100% recovered. And now we are in June, and we can say right now we are even outperformed than the pre-COVID-19 period. So we see, yes, we do face a challenge in April, but we are recovering the business very fast. Yeah.
Because everybody was under lockdown and suddenly work from home has become a new normal.
Right.
And also everybody is consuming content at home.
Right.
So
yes.
How is ASUS India reaching out to its potential customers for sale of new products and as well as approaching them for after sales and service support?
Okay, so the country started the lockdown from 25th March, and then almost within 4-5 days we prepare ourselves and we create an online gaming tournament. ASUS is also famous for the gaming machines, so we started our first gaming tournament from end of March. And then we continue every weekend. Every week we do 3 weeks. We call it RYZEN Showdown. Yeah. So we keep engaging with our customers because we know when the people are locked down at home, so they will play, right? For sure they will play some games. So we continue to host the RYZEN Showdown, the tournament, once a week. Yeah. This is one way. And the other way is we keep connecting to our customer via the social media and also all the social media platforms. And apart from this, what we are also doing is, after the complete lockdown, when the country started the relaxation, so we also work with one system, so the end customer can put their inquiries to our system, and our system will automatically assign this inquiry to the nearest store. So for example, if you are in Mumbai and your PIN code is 4333031, and then if you log down inquiry, then this inquiry will be automatically transferred to the nearest store. Then the store owner will connect to you. And then based on the scenario, if you are in the green zone, then the shop owner will talk to you and then understand your requirement, and then they will deliver the product to you. So this is another system we developed. Actually, we developed this system before the lockdown. So at that time, we don't know this system can help us during the lockdown period. So we are lucky that we developed this system, and we do close. If we say in May itself, we close almost 1,000 pieces just because of this. Yeah, so it's quite I mean, it helps us a lot that we have this system that we can allocate the inquiry to the nearest store direct. And apart from this, we also work several things like you mentioned. After the lockdown, like work from home, study from home. So we also work with Topper. This is one of the educational app in India. We also work with them, and we provide offers to the end customer. If you buy ASUS laptop, you can just pay a nominal amount, and then you will get Topper's programs. Yeah. So this is how we keep engaging with our customers.
Talking about self-reliant India, the Hindi term is Atmanirbhar, like pushing Make in India at an all-time high, like reducing components, reducing dependencies overseas. So, but if I'm not wrong, your company is still importing its products from, if I'm not wrong, Taiwan only, Taipei. So, I mean, do you intend to build your products here going forward?
Okay, yeah, first of all, yes, we know that India government are promoting Made in India. And also the project which you just mentioned, government is promoting a lot. Even there are lots of news in Taiwan. And yes, we know about it. And I just want to quickly give you a brief. Because ASUS now, we are a brand company. We already spin off our manufacturing units. So now ASUS as a brand, we don't own any manufacturing units. Yeah, we design, we have our own R&D, and we do sales marketing, and we do design the product. But in terms of manufacturing part, it's done by our OEM partner. Like ASUS earlier, we are a group company, but we completely spin off, so we don't have any manufacturing. But we do understand this importance. So we are also, if there is any opportunity currently we see, we also pass this information to our OEM partners, and we also ask them to evaluate this good opportunity.
Yes. Assuming ASUS India had moved to work from home as well during the lockdown in March and April, so how was the company trying to keep the motivations up of the employees?
I must say again, we are lucky because we are from Taiwan and we have experienced 2003, the SARS period. Because that time we had made a mistake. So that's why we learned from the mistake this time. So during this COVID-19, if you see ASUS, I think we are one of the first few companies we announced the work from home even prior to country lockdown. Yeah, so initially before the lockdown in March itself, we already started the work from home rotation. We have AB shift. So every week, every Monday morning, 9 o'clock sharp, all the sales team will connect to each other and they will share what is the scenario of their own city. And normally before the COVID-19, we only talk about business. But during the COVID-19, the entire morning session, we don't talk about the business at all. The first question is we check every employee's safety and what is their status and do they have sufficient food? Are they all right? So this is how we keep the team momentum alive. And apart from this, because the business is still ongoing, even though in the entire 1 month we are not able to do business, but we utilize this opportunity to do the training. So every day we conducted different trainings. You know, like Irani and Ankit, they are from the marketing team. The marketing manager also conducts several trainings, and also for the sales team, we have our sales training. So I think in this 1 month, what we get is we make our sales team more ready and to fight post COVID-19. Yeah, so, and also from our HR side, HR also conduct several trainings. It's not really related to business. It's more like motivational sessions, or even yesterday we also conducted one training to teach our team to report the text. So there are so many small things during this 1 month we try to improve, because earlier during the normal business days, you don't have time to do this. Yeah, so we try to utilize this 1 month to do and keep the engagement with all the team members.
So you have multiple product lines globally.
Right.
I mean, you have smartphones, you have various kind of even supporting products, hardware, software products. Could you be keen to extend your product lines? If yes, if you can talk about the product lines and all.
In India, we have two business groups. One is System Business Group, which is managed by our regional head, Liang. And under him, there are PC products, laptop products, smartphones. And right now, I am responsible for PC and laptops, and also gaming machine. And there's another business group which are related to all the component products, motherboard, VGA cards, camera, so many things. There may be 2,000-3,000 different products. Yeah, so I know I may not be able to explain so many products in this code, but globally, if you see, recently we also announced ASUS will start to invest in the AIoT products, the Internet of Things products. So maybe in the coming future, you will also see it in India. And if we come back to the laptop, which I am leading this business, like last year, we started to introduce the two-in-one, the dual screen machines, like our ZenBook Pro Duo. So like you already mentioned, because now in the work from home and also the multitasking. So maybe when you are doing one meeting, simultaneously, you may also need to work for some documents. So the dual screen laptop is very important. So like this year, you will see more and more dual screen laptop coming from ASUS. Yeah.
Okay, fine. And talking about a sales strategy post-COVID, yes. Will it be like largely offline, or will it be a mix of both, or will it be largely online?
Okay, so in India, in the India's PC market, so roughly prior to COVID-19, around 30% of the market is contributed by online, means Flipkart, Amazon, Tata Click, around 30%, and the 70% is from the offline stores. And ASUS is quite aligned with the market scenario. Like we are also working with Flipkart, Amazon, Chroma, Reliance, all the retailer, and also we have the ASUS exclusive stores. We already have around 100 exclusive stores in India. So post COVID-19, in the initial stage, there must be a spike for the online sales because people are reluctant to come outside. So okay. For sure, the online business will have a spike. But even though the online business has a spike, for the mid and long term, after 6 months, 1 year, I believe the offline business will still come back, because we also look at like 2003, the SARS period, or 2011, the H1N1, or 2015, Japan's the tsunami caused the nuclear disaster. So we see in the first few months, maybe people will be scared, stay at home. But after 6 months, 1 year, people will go back to normal. They will go everywhere. Yeah. So we will not stop our offline investment. So this year, our target is to expand out from existing 100 stores to 200 stores by end of this year. Even right now we are already complete all the designs. We are just waiting for the country to reopen. We will start the construction. So you will see ASUS will aggressively open the stores in India.
Okay, so will there be company-owned stores also? If yes, will they be largely in tier 1 cities, or they will be also in tier 2 and tier 3 cities?
Yes, actually, due to the FDI rules, we cannot own the store directly. So it's a ASUS exclusive store, but it's owned by partner. So ASUS
franchising.
Franchising is a franchising, but it's a ASUS exclusive. And yes, it will not be only from tier 1. Actually, right now, out of 100 stores, 70% of our stores are in the tier 3 and tier 4 cities. Yeah, because we believe the future are, because tier 1 cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, all these cities majorly already occupied for all the retail chains. Chroma, Reliance, they are already well presented, and they are our partners. So we don't need to fight with them. We will still have a store here, but we will have a store which are the area they don't occupy. So majorly we focus more on the T2, T3, T4 cities.
Okay, Arnold, now you mentioned ROG, the gaming segment.
Right.
So could you tell us about your initiatives in that particular segment, new products, and what kind of responses have you got from the customers?
Yes. In our gaming business vertical, there are 3 brands. One is the one you just mentioned, ROG. ROG is our most premium brand. And then under ROG, there's another brand called TUF. TUF is also our brand for the gaming. And the third one is for the casual gamers. So casual gamer, we also have one entry-level gaming. We call it the BWBusinessworld gaming. So currently, 2nd June, 2 days back, we just launched our entire new TUF series in India, along with the AMD RYZEN 4000 series. So the response in the first 2 days are quite good. Well, we launched it with Amazon, with Reliance, also with all our offline stores. And also there's another 17-inch models coming to Flipkart. So the response right now is quite well. And considering the current demand in India, we are going to launch another new gaming series very soon, by maybe July, August. Yeah, the new ROG machine will also come to India. Yes. Currently, we already have seven gaming stores in India. And our target is to expand to 20 gaming stores in India by end of this year. Yeah, right now already 7. And like I mentioned, our store is not in the tier 1. Even we have an ROG store in BWBusinessworld. And you cannot believe BWBusinessworld's ROG store is performing better than the Kolkata ROG store. It's very interesting. Because even I was surprised. Because I think that maybe the reason is the BWBusinessworld store is not very far from the IIT. And there are so many students. So this might be a reason why the gaming performance is very well over there.
Do you have any plans to cater to the bottom of the pyramid by going below 20,000, like 15,000 laptop or 10,000 laptop, or a low-priced PC? And what about going beyond 2 lakh and taking on Apple?
Actually, right now, our price band, we already have the price, the ebook, our 11.6-inch laptop. Like you mentioned, we want to make it affordable. the starting price is 16,000. 16,000. And right now, even for Apple, we also have a 2.5 lakh ZenBook Pro Duo, which we just launched last year end. So the price band from is 16K to 2.5 lakh. And even we have certain gaming machines, but there is very niche segment. We have 3 lakh, 4 lakh gaming machines. Yeah. But if you talking about the main price segment, it's from 16K to 2.5 lakh.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we want to cover each segment.
Okay. So below 16 and 1,000, any product, or it will be like not feasible.
Currently, we don't have plan for the sub 16K. But if you see the India market right now, the major price segment is between 25 to 35. This is the major price segment in India market. Yeah, so in tier one cities, the price band is around 38,000 to 45,000. This is the metro cities price band. And for the up country, like provincial, this kind of this T3, T4 cities, the price band, the major is around 25 to 35.
2-in-1 PCs, and it's a trend which is catching on with a lot of manufacturers. Where do you see this trend going? Do you see a lot of consumers opting for 2-in-1 machines, which can actually change into a tablet? Or it is more of a corporate buy? Do you think college students or your main customers are actually going for a 2-in-1 machine, or is it just a proof of concept or a technology from companies?
Sure. So I can also share the figures. So according to the GfK and IDC report, the 2-in-1 machine contribute around 6 to 7% of India's consumer PC market. Yeah, it's still a small segment. And if you ask me right now, with initially pre-COVID-19, I think majorly are really from the corporates for the more professional use. And yes, there are certain entry-level 2-in-1 devices which are also catering to the normal consumer. But for the student segment, students still prefer a bigger screen, 15.6 inch. They can work and then they can also watch the movies. So for entertainment purpose, they still prefer the 15.6 inch machines. But from after the COVID-19, we do see a good demand as increasing for the 2-in-1 device, especially for educational segment. Like recently, even like I just shared in the beginning of this conversation, when we are doing the training, like all of us, when you are in the office, you prefer to write down things on the whiteboard, right? When you are explaining, you are teaching, you will write down in the whiteboard. And also during this training session, we found that 2-in-1 machine is quite needed. Because when you have a 2-in-1 machine, when we are doing the conversation, simultaneously I can write down directly. So I think for the educational requirement, maybe 2-in-1 machine will continue to increase. Yeah. And apart from 2-in-1, this kind of convertible machine, like I mentioned, ASUS, we apart from this, we are focusing on the dual screen device. So apart from the main screen, the same laptop, you have the second screen. So in the second screen, you can simultaneously work on different apps, different purpose for the multitasking purpose. And we do see this is another trend for future.
Yeah. ASUS is kind of associated with budget products, right? If I open up Amazon, if I search for a 20,000 laptop, ASUS would be the brand which comes up first, right? If I actually look at a 2.5 lakh rupees laptop or a product from ASUS, then the customer would actually think twice, because ASUS is associated with a budget brand. So how are you breaking this whole stereotype?
Yes. So this is also one of the key tasks for me when I took over the business in 2018. And I think ASUS is always famous for technology, and like since the motherboard time. And also like gaming, we are always the leading brand. Even in India, we are the #1 gaming brand. So in terms of technology, there is no doubt people will appreciate. So how do we position ourselves into the premium segment? So like recently, we always focus on like the dual screen laptop. We want to ensure when people talk about ASUS, it's not just about the budget laptop. Why we provide the budget laptop is we want to ensure the technology is affordable to each and every customer. But apart from this mass customer, for the premium customer segment, we also need to provide a proper machine, a premium machine for them. So like the 2-in-1 device, the dual screen device, the gaming device. So we want to ensure the technology will be communicated to the end customer. And every end customer has the right to touch and feel what is the latest technology. This is how we want to improve our brand awareness, and also the way, like you mentioned, how can we position our brand to the customers.
Okay, in terms of segments like gaming, budget PCs, gaming, and then corporate laptops, business laptops, and then full-fledged PCs, which segment is the highest profit earner, or in terms of sales, which segment gets the highest numbers in India for ASUS?
Yeah, so for us, the number one is still gaming. Because gaming, we are the number one gaming brand in India. So gaming is one of the most important. And also, like you mentioned, gaming, if you see, compared with our competitors, gaming, we are always able to be premium. And then the second one is thin and light. So if we go back to 2018, so we were the first company to introduce the thin and light laptop to the sub 30K segment in India. Because at that time, if you go back to 2018, thin and light is always equal to premium and equal to 50,000 above. But that time we think, why not? Why don't we provide a thin and light laptop become an affordable machine? So we will not call that it is a budget machine. We want to make it affordable. So at that time we make the thin and light machine SY09 series in India market sub 30,000. So maybe yes, you are right. When you search on internet, when you search 30K, sub 30K ASUS will be there, because we want to bring the technology to become affordable. We don't want thin and light equal to premium. No. So and then if you see in 2019 and even 2020, our competitors start to follow us. Our competitors also start to introduce the thin and light machine into the sub 30K segment. Yeah. But we already occupy there. And then if you see in the every segment, like for example, the new technology for smartphone, fingerprint is nothing. Every smartphone has a fingerprint, and even move to Face ID, Face Login ID. But for laptop, since 2018, 80% of our laptop is with fingerprint sensor. And right now, we are when our competitors start to catch up, when they start to introduce fingerprint in their laptop. Now, if you see our laptop start to with the Face Login ID, so our ZenBook series, our BWBusinessworld S series already have the Face ID unlocked. So we want to bring the new technology into the laptop. We don't want the new technology only in smartphone segment. The new technology should come to the laptop segment as well.
Okay, Arnold, you've been stressing on ASUS focus on gaming. Okay, so now tell us what kind of new products should the gamer expect from ASUS in the coming months?
We just launched the new top series, and I think all the gamers are eager to see. Very recently, in last month, Intel has released their latest CPU. So we will not share when exactly, but we will tell you very soon. You will also see ASUS will release the latest Intel-based 10th gen gaming laptop in India very soon. Yeah, so it will be also one exciting thing in the gaming industry in India.
So, I mean, as you know, because of the crisis, the COVID-induced crisis, there is a lockdown, and as a result of that, there is a recession of sorts in the market. I mean, consumer sentiments are at an all-time low. So, when do you expect the market to revive? When do you think consumer sentiments to go up? And also, what about your marketing strategies? You have already spoken about your sales strategy. What about your marketing strategies? Will they be going down, or will they be going up post this lockdown and all?
Sure. So post lockdown, what we see, what we observe, even today, the currently we are under country reopen phase 1 and lockdown phase 5. We can say like this, right? But we already see the sales already recovered. Not only ASUS, even we see the market demand is quite strong. So and also like during the conversation, I explained in SARS period, H1N1 period, you see there will be a spike right after the crisis. So we do see from June, July, August, the coming 2-3 months, the business for sure will be much better than the last year same period. But then if you ask me, Q4 or next year Q1, even I'm not sure, because this will become a macroeconomic question. Even I'm not able to answer. But for the coming three months, for sure the demand is very, very strong. And like I mentioned, in the beginning, post lockdown, initially customer will be a little bit reluctant to go outside. So for sure, the marketing communication via social media, digital, like YouTube, like Google, all these things is very, very important. And apart from this, the offline stores, we still important for us is still there are so many customers, they are not really comfortable. So what we are doing is like Google, we already align all our stores on the Google My Business project. So for example, right now, very common if you are an end customer, you want to go to a restaurant, you will just Google it. Okay, I want to go to have Indian food. I want to buy a laptop. Then Google will show you the nearest store, near restaurant, right? So we already work with the Google, and this is a very important marketing strategy for us. So when you are search, our store will be there, and then they will also tell you how to buy the laptop. So it's not just about pure online, pure free car Amazon. Also, this kind of how to bring the traffic to the store, it will also play a very important role post the lockdown period.
So Arnold, tell us how is ASUS helping the education sector?
Yes, so ASUS, we have a ASUS Foundation globally. So we have started to invest in India as well. So like last year in 2019, we worked with all the Taiwanese IT companies. We invest in one school in Haryana. But what we did is we invest the laptops, and some other Taiwanese companies, all of their IT companies, some invest software, some invest projectors. We build up a class. So for the student to do the e-learning. So this is the project which we initiated. And what we are going to do is we see the project goes quite well. So this year, 2020, we already aligned. So we are going to invest another 3 schools in India. So currently we are in talks with different schools to find the suitable schools which we can invest. We don't want to just give a laptop. We want to build up a classroom for the e-learning. So we are in talk with it. So we want to do a big contribution to India's educational system.